All right, what's up, guys? It's Mark Parson, Cornerback Pro. I'm a former NFL cornerback for the Houston Texans and New Orleans Saints, and now I'm coaching you guys up. All right, so this video is for coaches and players. I just want to tell you a quick story of a valuable lesson that I learned when I was playing for this guy. This is Coach Greg Williams. Now, whenever we meet anyone in our life and in our journey, definitely want to take. We would just want to learn lessons and I learned a powerful lesson when I went to this team. Um, so I want to definitely share that with you. All right. So make sure you guys, if you have any questions about really anything, you can email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. I got the programs for you, mind and body training, one-on-one mastery, which a lot of people, that's what everybody's really asking me for right now. One-on-ones, learn how to, basically the best man, off man, press man techniques in the world right now, and getting a lot of guys better no matter what level. Really, no one's really teaching all of this. Okay, so definitely ask me for that. And catching series, improve your hands, and punt and kick return from my other guys. All right, um, so yeah, this is what I learned, man. You'll be surprised how much attitude, even in the game, like of course, we talk about mindset, we talk about attitude, like a championship attitude, but what does it really mean? I'm going to share something with you that changed my perspective on just on from a team and individual player. So when I got to the New Orleans Saints, it was a different man. It was really hard, yo. Like the practice pace, like this dude. This is a Super Bowl year, by the way. Super Bowl year, 2009. I got cut from the Houston Texans, and then they picked me up for in New Orleans. And I got there, they were undefeated. They're like, by the time I got there, I feel like they were already 10-0, and he was going hard. I remember Pearson Preload was like one of my first meeting there. He was like, "Yeah, you probably the way he was cussing us out um about the last game, you think we 0-10, really the 10-0." And it's not about being a hard ass, it's not about being really mean or anything, but it's just his passion and his love for what he was doing, and everybody respected it. So they didn't they weren't offended or anything. But one of the biggest lessons I learned was right here. All right, he told us. He said there as a defense. So in the NFL, a lot of times the head coach is either an offensive guy or a defensive guy. Okay, so Sean Payton is an offensive mind. The head coach, Sean Payton for the New Orleans Saints, he's an offensive guy. All right, so he really doesn't get involved in the defense that much, right? So he'll hire a defensive coordinator who's like a head coach of the defense. So Sean Payton focuses on the offense, and Greg Williams will focus on the defense, right? And then obviously you got a special teams coach. Um, and at the end of the day, the head coach does talk to the whole team in the meetings and everything, but that's how he's basically it's like a split. It's kind of like a split. And Greg Williams taught us defensive guys. He would say, "Look, I don't care what the offense does. It means no difference to me." He said, "It's all about what you do on the field. I don't care." So if the score is 0-0 and he said, "I don't care about what the offense does. It says you score." He says, "We got to score on defense. Like that's like we have to score." So what he used to say is, "Look, you should be happy when they turn the ball over." So this is what he was programming our minds to think. Because look, when I was in college, and I'm gonna keep going with that. When I was in college, I went to Ohio University, right? And man, we had my sophomore year, our offense was awful. Now we had Calvin McRae, who was a really good running back, but just it was almost like the coach just was when we had the ball on offense, he was just trying to kill some clock to get back on defense. That's what it felt like. So what would happen was everybody on the defense would be watching the offense, and when they turn the ball over or throw a pick or do something, 3 and out every time, we were like, oh, like man, like the wind would be knocked out of you. So since we were focusing on them, when they would turn over, it was like, see, look, man, we can't win the games because the offense. So our attitude when we came out on the field was like, here we go again. We're just bailing them out. Just bailing them out. So we didn't play individually as good as we could because of attitude. I'm telling you, man, mindset is so key. And you have to program your mind for this. All right. You have to program. And I didn't realize it because really my coach didn't really express that. He kind of did. He'll be like, hey man, so when we were complaining about the offense or this and that, he'd be like, hey, so what did you do though? He was like, well, so did you make a pick to score a touchdown? And we will get offended, like, nah, but that's how it was. But when I went to New Orleans, this guy, man, programmed our minds to, like, on a pick, on an interception that Drew would throw, he'd be like, charge the field. So man, everybody is so funny to watch. Everybody would be like, let's say you had your helmet. One guy, like a lineman, were funny to watch. The defensive lineman. A lineman will have his helmet right here because he's going over some plays or getting some Gatorade, and then they throw a pick, and they're like, defense. Man, guys would have smiles on their face, scrambling for their helmet to sprint on the field, charge the field, man. Like it was so exciting because he told us, he said, look, you only have a certain amount of plays as a defensive unit on the field for a game. So if anything, to earn your value, man, you should want more plays. You should be happy to be put in tough situations so that you can prove that he'll be like, and this is how he sound, I promise you. He'll be like, to prove that you're a warrior. Yeah. He would like, you're a warrior. Like, he would literally be in the meeting room like, do you know who you are? You guys are gladiators. So everybody would be like, yo, you just be in the meeting room like hype, like, man, I hope they throw a pick. So I can go get a pick and house it. Or I could. So, like, all right, so my first game, my first week when I got to New Orleans, they were playing, they were about to play, and I came there like in the middle of the week. And, I'm a rookie at this time, and I'm like, oh shoot, you know what I mean? So, about to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Man, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they ran a 3-4. So Drew Brees, and I don't know if you guys would notice, but actually notice this, but Drew Brees and the Saints and Sean Payton, man, they struggle against the 3-4 defense. They just struggle. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers. So they knew it was going to be a tough game offensively. So the defense, they were prepping everybody. They were prepping. So, man, they fumbled the ball. Somebody fumbled the ball like on our 1 yard line, right? And then that's the first time I saw it. The first time I saw it is when they said charge the field. Everybody was sprinting on the field. It was like a sprint. And most guys, like, dad, they fumbled on our one. What are we supposed to do? You put us in a tough situation. Nah, it wasn't like this for the 2009 Saints. And that's the year they won a Super Bowl. Just giving you a heads up, like I said. So look, so I forgot who they had. This is back in 2009, so some time ago. But anyways, on the 1 yard line, they try to run the ball. Stop. The whole stadium. If you from New Orleans, you know how crazy it gets in the stadium, right? So then they try to run it again. Stopped. Right? Third down. They try to pass it. They try to do a little play action. Stopped. And now it's fourth down, right? On the 1 yard line. Drew threw a pit. No, somebody fumbled. And it's on the 1 yard line. Everybody, you could just see the energy, man. And the defense is so hyped. They were hyped when they charged the field, when they came out there. So look, so everybody's hyped. Everybody's hyped. And the crowd's going nuts. They try to run the ball. Stop right there. And I forgot who it was. It might have been Will Smith, rest in peace, who stopped him. But man, it was like, ah. And the energy that I felt, I was so excited. Like, I was like, yo, I want to do that. Man, you should desire those hard places, man. To show your worth, to show this is the best defense ever. Don't care about what the offense is doing, man. You charge the field excited, with a smile on your face, like, hey, Drew, you'll be back. Hey, we're gonna get the ball back for you, dog. Like, that's how it was, man. It won't like complaining. So, like, when you complain, it brings yourself down. When you blame somebody else, it brings yourself down. No, man, take up for him, man. That's what a teammate does. And it's just like a family member. When you got a family member who's weak, who's down, hey, I got you. Let's go. Let's go. You hold it down. Show how strong you are. You know, let the coaches let them handle that. Everybody, and I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying when it comes to being a leader, you don't say, hey, you get on your teammates. Nah, there's a time and place for that though. So if your teammate is like doing something stupid, which I got some crazy stories for y'all when it comes to high school players. Good gosh. But like in the NFL, it's a little bit different. It's a lot different because everybody's really motivated because it's their job. It's like I need this, or I don't, or they'll cut me today. They'll literally cut me right now. So it's a little different. But like leadership, you definitely want to make sure that everybody's working hard and going for their stuff. So if they're down in the sense of they don't care, then you can, that's different. Like, yo, but in there's times and places. So you need to know how that individual is because you've been working with him all off season. You know if he's a quitter or if that. And the coach needs to see that too. So that's something that you'll know during 7-on-7, spring ball, training camp, and that's why as a coach it's really good to push guys to that limit early to see who the quitters are and try to weed them out, you know. But in the time of battle in a game, um that's a little different. It's not really the time and place to really do that because the goal of let's get out of here with this win. We'll handle that later when it comes to like that. But at the end of the day, charge the field, man. Don't focus on what the other because you got you got three phases of the team. You got special teams, offense, and defense. Man, when it comes to defense, don't care about what the offense is in the game. Don't care about what the offense is doing. And I didn't really, because this happened to me in the league. So when I saw that, I was like, yo, that's the way it's supposed to be. That is the way it's supposed to be. And I wish I knew that in high school, and I wish I knew that in college, especially college, because I knew I could have played better if I would have had that mindset and that attitude, in the game. Because we had that attitude a lot. It's like a downer to go back on the field. But man, with this guy, and this is really good for coaches, man, he made us feel like we would run through a brick wall for the dude, man. Cause he'll break you down, break you down, and then he'll build you up. Like he'll break you down, but he'll build you back up. And then when it comes to battle, he's like, ah, you know. So definitely understand that. Don't care about what the offense is doing, man. Don't even look at them. They have nothing to do with you as a defensive unit. Prove your worth. Prove your value and stand up for your teammate. Stand up for your teammate, man. I remember when I was helping out this past year in high school, and I saw it more than ever, like the defense, and I was I was trying to do it, but it was a little bit too late. In the season, it's like it's kind of too late to really instill that into the guys. That's something you got to be doing all off season. You have to program the mind all off season to be able to go into the battle like a football game, which is very mentally, physically, emotionally tied together. All right, so I hope you guys are really going at it this off season. Uh, weed guys out early and strengthen and program guys early. So the earlier the better. So I just wanted to share that with you, man. Charge the field. Don't care about what they're doing. Focus on what you're doing and prove your worth. Go out there with a smile on your face, excited to get more reps. I got more reps to make plays so that I can get scouted or get recruited or win a championship. It's up to you at the end of the day. All right. Make sure you guys email me at cornerbackpro@gmail.com. Ask me for the one-on-one mastery programs, a mind and body. This is mental prep right here that I just did with you guys. It can change the game for you. I wish I would have known it when I was younger. I really truly wish I would have. So mental prep is huge. It's the number one, it's the most important thing. It is the most important thing for your success. So, understand that. And for you high school guys, you need help with recruiting assistance. Go to collegefootball.io. That's the domain name. That's the website. Make sure you get your parents on there and improve every single day, fellas. All right. Development, self-development. All right, peace.